RIIZE drops down in brand reputation rankings. What's happening? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some unexpected news. RIIZE's brand reputation has taken a hit in the latest rankings, and fans are buzzing about it. So, what's really going on? Is there something happening behind the scenes? Or could this be due to recent events and trends in the K-pop world? Stick around as we break down everything we know and explore what this might mean for RIIZE's future. If you're a fan or just curious about the latest K-pop news, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Alright, so first, let's start with what exactly these brand reputation rankings are and why they matter so much in the K-pop world. Every month, the Korea Brand Reputation Research Institute publishes rankings that show which K-pop groups and idols are trending. They're based on tons of online data, like how much a group or artist is talked about, and how valuable they are when it comes to advertising. These rankings are like a snapshot of who's grabbing people's attention and who has the most influence at any given time. Let's put up the chart for the latest top 5 girl groups, just to get an idea. For example, if you look at the girl group rankings, Blackpink usually holds the top spot. This kind of ranking reflects how popular and influential they are, based on recent data. Now, depending on what a group is up to, like if they're actively promoting, doing concerts, or releasing new music, they'll usually climb up the list. On the other hand, if a group doesn't have much going on at that time, they might drop a few spots. But groups with ongoing promotions and major brand deals tend to stay near the top because they're constantly in the public eye. RIIZE is a good example. Throughout 2024, they've generally held higher spots on the charts, they were consistently popular, and it seemed like their brand was really strong. Whenever a group is new and actively promoting, especially if they're signed with a big agency like SM Entertainment, they'll usually have a steady presence on these lists. For example, RIIZE was ranked 11th in the previous ranking period, which covered September 9th to October 9th. They were still in the top 20, showing that they had a solid fan base and active support from their agency. But here's where things took an unexpected turn. The latest brand reputation list was published on November 9th, and RIIZE's placement changed big time. Not only did they fall out of the top 10, they plummeted all the way down to 35th place. Dropping over 20 spots in just 1 month is pretty significant, and fans immediately noticed. This kind of shift is usually a sign that something isn't quite right. So, what could have caused this sharp decline? It's especially surprising given that RIIZE had just released their repackage album, Rising, in early September, and were announced as brand ambassadors for National Geographic in late August. You'd think that with a repackage album and a brand partnership, they'd stay high on the list, or even move up. But instead, they dropped. Now fans have a theory. Many think this drop has something to do with an ongoing boycott by a segment of fans who want Seunghan, a former member, to be brought back to the group. Fans have been vocal on social media, with some encouraging others to stop supporting RIIZE until Seunghan is reinstated. Let's take a look at some of the things fans are saying online. One user, Nia, said, "I actually feel bad. But this shows that the boycott is working. I'd be mad if SM and C5 would always remain silent and don't do anything. In fact, C5 itself has ruined RIIZE's career." It seems some fans are willing to risk RIIZE's ranking to make their voices heard. Another fan, Miel, pointed out, "Guys, RIIZE is not even in the top 30 of the boy group brand reputation this month." This shows how serious some fans are about the boycott. It's not just talk. They're taking action that's impacting RIIZE's popularity. And here's another comment from Nanai. "Our voice matters, and our boycott matters. Bring Seunghan back to RIIZE." For these fans, it's about more than just the rankings. It's about loyalty to a member they feel was unfairly removed. Lastly, a fan wrote, This is the first time I am so happy my fave group is not on the list. The boycott is working. Do not stop. They're actually pleased that the group's ranking has dropped, seeing it as proof that their movement is making an impact. Now, this situation raises a bigger question. Can fan boycotts really influence a group's success? For some fans, this is their way of holding the agency accountable and standing up for what they believe in. But it's a risky move because it can hurt the group's long-term popularity, especially if other fans start to lose interest or move on to different groups. RIIZE's sharp drop in brand rankings could have real consequences for their future deals, especially with advertisers who pay attention to these rankings. Brands usually want ambassadors who have a strong and stable image, so a big dip like this could make them think twice. If this boycott continues, it could impact how much support RIIZE gets from their agency and how willing brands are to partner with them in the future. But boycotts aren't new in the K-pop world. Over the years, fandoms have shown that they can come together and make a statement, sometimes even forcing agencies to make changes. Just think about past cases where fans have rallied to protect or demand better treatment for certain members. These movements show that fans' voices can reach decision-makers and have an impact. Still, not all boycotts lead to positive outcomes. Some boycotts end up harming a group's image and even lead to a loss of public interest. It can be a delicate balance between fans wanting justice and support for their favorite members and the unintended effects on the group's career. In this case, if RIIZE's ranking continues to fall, SM Entertainment might have to face this issue directly instead of letting it slide. It also brings up the relationship between fans and agencies. Fans often feel a strong sense of loyalty to their favorite members and want to have a say in how they're managed. But agencies have their own goals and may choose to focus on the group as a brand instead of individual members. This disconnect can sometimes lead to tension, especially when fans feel unheard or disregarded. In this situation with RIIZE, SM Entertainment could be walking a thin line between maintaining their image as a top agency and addressing the passionate concerns of RIIZE's fan base. So, where does RIIZE go from here? Well, they're clearly at a crossroads. If SM Entertainment decides to address the boycott and bring Seunghan back, or at least communicate with fans about it, that could potentially change things. But if they ignore it, they're risking a longer-term decline in the group's popularity. Either way, this is a crucial moment for RIIZE, and fans are watching closely to see what will happen next. For now, though, it looks like the fans are staying committed to their cause. Whether this will bring about the change they want, or just create more challenges is something only time will tell. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should agencies listen to fan demands like this? Do you think RIIZE can bounce back from this drop in rankings? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the latest in K-pop. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.